very, very special guest for you. She is an actress, dancer, choreographer, television director, television producer, and a member of the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities. She is perhaps best known for her work on the 1982 musical drama television series Fame. Anybody know that? Yeah. Of course. You've seen her as a judge on So You Think You Can Dance, and she runs one of the most prestigious dance academies in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Debbie Allen.
Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, guys. Hey.
Hi, Debbie. Mwah.
Hi.
A lot of dancers come through your school or you audition them for things. What is it that you're looking for? A lot of times people want to know from people like you, what do you look for in a dancer?
It's so hard to describe it. It's that, you know, people talk about a light that turns on, an energy. I think everybody has an aura. Everyone has an energy. You know, we haven't gotten to that mental state where we can actually physically see it. Maybe there are few people on this planet that can read people's auras, but everyone has an energy around them. Some people have negative energy, honey, you can feel it. Some people are just alive and brisk. So when someone is dancing, I am looking for that wonderful bird that's ready to fly. That's, I don't know, in the moment right now, that's how I'm thinking of it. And that bird that's ready to fly. I feel that dancers are the smartest people on the planet. We're the most resourceful. We are disciplined. We can take direction and criticism and take it in without it destroying us. And we can move forward with those ideas and notes and make it into something magical.
We'll jump right into it with the landscape of dance today, just kind of getting into it with new challenges and opportunities that exist today as opposed to in the past. I want to actually throw that to you, Julie.
Well, obviously the most obvious change is what's going on in social media and the internet and YouTube. It's just the influence is enormous. It's no longer anything that's sidelined. It's part of the mainstream, and dancers and choreographers, they have to have a presence there. You don't have to have a presence, and there's some really big heavy hitters that never go on social media, but for the most part, if you're young and you're just starting out, or if you're at a place where you're stuck and you want to reinvent yourself, or you know, it's something that you have to learn how to do and learn how to do it masterfully.
I just did about a year and a half ago, I did a film in South Africa, in Cape Town. We did a movie called House Party. You guys probably know the 1990 House Party, but it was the fifth edition of it. And in House Party, I had to hire 19 dancers, and of course they wouldn't allow me to hire anybody from Los Angeles or from the United States at all. And when I found out how much they were getting paid, I saw why they didn't do it. They were getting paid $50 American a week. And these dancers were literally on set. First of all, rehearsals were 8 to 10 hours a day, and they were on set 14 to 18 hours a day to do this movie.
We have the YouTube and we have the accessibility of social media, and there is a fast track that people and dancers and choreographers that get from that media outlet. But the other problem is that there's an experience thing that happens when they come to the set, and they're like, okay, now you have to do this 20 times, and exactly, you know, and there's experience, and they kind of come to the set with like a bit of entitlement, like I'm such and such, I have 20 million followers on Twitter, and da, 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 da. I'm like, I don't care, can you know, let's get this job done, can you do the job? And usually they can't, because they don't know what it takes to do the hard work or go through the rehearsal. You know, they just haven't had that experience.
You don't know as a dancer what it is that a choreographer or a producer is looking for until you walk in through the door. So your job at that point is to become as adaptable and as knowledgeable as you possibly can. And now this is where I believe social media is a benefit, because the accessibility of being able to watch anything from the history of dance to the culture of dance, no matter what part of the world it's from.
A lot of the students today aren't educated like we were in the past. We were handing down more information. We were handing down Ballet Russe information. We were handing down information from our instructors, and I don't think that's really happening. I think they're not understanding how important it is to understand where we came from.
I think that it even needs to go to the middle person who is the teacher at these small dance studios, right? Educating them who are teaching the kids.
And that's the thing, that when you go to these smaller studios, they go off what the kids think is hot right now. So they go to YouTube and bring in the YouTube or the social media kids who never did anything, who can't teach those techniques. And that's the problem.
So
that's
there's
where
the disconnect.
That's the disconnect. They don't really go and find the person that can actually teach you the basics and the beginning and all these techniques. They go straight to YouTube or social media and get whoever's hot right there, who have no idea of none of the techniques that no one's ever discussed.
The reason I became a choreographer, I was a dancer on a commercial when I was 15 years old, and the choreographer didn't show up. And I just said, I can choreograph it. And I was choreographing it. I was assisting Marguerite Derricks at the time, and I was like, I've been choreographing since I was little in my living room and stuff. But I just said, I'll do it. And I ended up doing my first commercial as a choreographer. I called my agent, made sure that they represented me properly. And then it was part of that natural progression of, okay, I'd done one job, and then you start to get a couple more. But it really is, for me, about, it's always been a trust thing, and I've always manifested good things. I've always just believed and sent out that positive energy without worrying. Really getting to know how people work and paying attention to the different personalities and knowing how to work with them, and then getting to work with them again, and getting to work with them again, and learning the process through those relationships, watching Kenny direct films. I mean, 5 films together, and watched him just sit there and watch how it works. And I go, oh my gosh, I could actually do this. I never knew what a director did until I experienced really being in that world and going to dinner with Kenny after shoots and setting up the shot list for the next day. And I was like, so this is how it works. Like, it's not about, for me, it wasn't about going to school. For me, it was jumping right into the fire and living it. That's where I learned the most.
You guys have been absolutely fantastic and left so much knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here.